So semi-final contest 2 coming up right now here at the Knust Hall, where we are live with the season 4 of the Gas Challenge 2023. Now, a heated contest is what we saw in the first contest, where UMAT have booked their seats in the grand final. Now, we are looking for the 2 remaining schools who will be joining UMAT right there in that grand finale. Is it going to be the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science? Is it going to be the Ho Teka University? Or is it going to be Uenr from Sunyane? We are going to be speaking to the coaches as usual, as we do, and get to know of their their preparedness for this particular contest right here. Now, let me invite the coach from Kwame Nkrumah University of Science to share a few words with us. Coach, you're welcome once again.
Thank you very
now,
much.
you had a smooth preliminary stage. How are you looking forward to the semi-final stage coming up?
Well, it wasn't a smooth competition. It was very difficult. We were in a group of death, and we managed to win. We are going to use the same strategy to win this contest.
Wow, same strategy. But then you are coming up against different opponents. Doesn't the dynamics change a bit for you in here?
Yeah, the dynamics changes, but we know their strengths and weaknesses. So we are going to hammer on their weaknesses and trust us we will win this competition.
All right, so the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science says we should trust them. They are going to be winning this particular competition right here and head into the grand finals. But then I'm sure right now you are even seeing beyond the semi-final stage. There's UMAT already waiting for you in the grand finale. What do you have to say about that?
We have met UMAT before and we defeated them. We will meet them again and we will defeat them.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Thank you for talking to us. And they said they are not afraid of anyone. Of course, that is the spirit that comes with the Osekrum boys. I'm so kuma apima band. So that's what they are saying right here. Now, let's invite the coach who is on a history-making mission right here in this season of the Gas Challenge. Hello, Coach. You're welcome once again.
Thank you.
Now, to begin with, I'm very proud of you with that performance your ladies put up. Formidable in the preliminary stages. What should we expect in the semi-final stage?
Oh, similar thing. Because I told you the previous time that we are here to make history. And you can see it for yourself. So we are going to make it.
Now, you see, as you progress in this challenge, the challenges become tougher. Semi-final is a different ball game. The preliminary stages. What is the other preparations you've probably put into for the semi-final stage?
No, if I want to tell you the kind of preparation that we put in, that is the very reason I'm telling you that we are here to make history.
Both physical and spiritual.
The students were having sleepless nights.
Wow.
So the preparation was not a type that we did last year.
Okay.
We are here with the Spirit of God behind us. We did our parts, having sleepless nights. So I can tell you that Ho Technical University is making history.
All right, that is it from Holt, and they've come all the way, not just to participate this time round, but then to keep on making history right there. So come the end of the contest, we should expect Ho to progress into the grand finale.
The grand finale, that is what we are here for. Next week, you will see us there.
Okay, all right. Okay, thank you, Coach, for joining us. And next week, we should be expecting to see the team in pink right here. That was from the coach from the Ho Teka University. Now, the final institution coming into this battle is the University of Energy and Natural Resources. And let's hear what they have for us. Hello, Coach. Welcome again.
Yeah, thank you.
How are you feeling this afternoon?
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
You actually look cool. But why should it be cool when you're going into a semi-final contest with Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and, of course, the Ho Teka University?
Because we've won.
Wow. But they are all winners as well.
Yeah, but, they are winners, but we have the best of the winners. And we are the best. Last week I said we were the best, and we are the best today too.
Impressive. Semi-final stages often come with a different level of difficulty, an advanced level of difficulty, I must say. How have you prepared your boys to come up in this contest?
Absolutely poised, very, very prepared, and we are going in for a win. That's all. That's the word we know, win.
Win. Yeah. That is all you have in your dictionaries. Yeah. All right, so that is it from Uenr. But then, if things don't go the way you're expecting at the end of this contest, what will be the way forward for Uenr?
You see, things will always go the way we expect. So we are going to win.
Wow, I love this confidence coming from you. Yes. I hope you maintain the same confidence at the end of the contest. Yes, and I'll be there to speak to you. Yes, all right, thank you, Coach. I wish you all the best. All right, now these are the words from the coaches. Let's talk to some students as well. Now, these are the ones who actually roll around with their compatriots. Let's see how the feeling is like in the supporting camp. Guys, how you doing? How you doing? Let me talk to you first.
I feel very good. I'm okay. In fact, I'm excited. Yeah.
Well, please introduce yourself to us before we move on.
Okay, sure. My name is Caleb Akududu. I'm the immediate past chemical engineering president from KNUST.
Wow. Then I'm sure you had a first-hand experience in the training of these boys who will be representing the school today. Yes. How were the training sessions like?
Okay, it was interesting. In fact, our boys are good, so we didn't have to stress that much. We gave them the materials. We set some questions to try them as and when the time came. So it was just timelines. And finally realized they were the guys we needed to actually give us the win we wanted.
So, I mean, aside this preparation, I'm sure the team which came in to support are also very prepared. What should we be expecting at the end of the contest?
Okay, I expect every KNUST student here to be so excited after the contest. In fact, it's a win we are coming in for, nothing else. We are not expecting any loss. It's just the win. So I don't know how, you just see their energy will just be that high. That's
all right, Caleb. Thank you. But then join me here, sir. What's your name and what do you actually study in Uenr?
Okay, my name is Gideon Asante and I read BSc Petroleum Engineering.
Okay. Now, KNUST just said that they are here to win. What are you also here to do?
Oh, we carry one message.
Okay.
We are winning all our contests. That's our message.
Wow.
So meaning we are taking the trophy.
Wow.
Yes.
No, you are looking even beyond the semi-final stage and thinking of the trophy.
Yes.
And even taking it
Yes.
all the way to Sunyane.
Yes, please.
What's informing this confidence that you have? What have you seen?
I train with the team and I know how quick, smart, and brilliant they are. So I'm confident enough to finalize or to conclude that this year, Uenr, that's Team LNG, we are taking the gas challenge to Sunyane.
Wow, now that's a very bold statement coming from Uenr right there. Now, you stay here just before we leave. Let's also hear from the whole guys. How are you? How many kilometers is it from Ho to Accra?
It's about 600 and something kilometers. I can't be actual.
Are you sure? 600 kilometers?
I'm joking.
Okay. All right, now, you have come all this way.
Yeah.
For what? Tell me.
To make history. As my coach earlier said, we are here to make history, and we are still writing the history.
Now, what sort of history? Because history can be made in several ways, in the positive aspect and the negative aspect. What sort of history are you talking about
As
here?
you can testify here, you saw what happened in the prelims, and it's going to happen, and will happen in the grand finale.
Wow.
That kind of history.
Wow. Now, your ladies, I call them super ladies. What is giving them that confidence, that energy, that they are usurping other institutions? What gives them that energy?
Yeah, we want to prove that ladies in STEM can do it, and that's the motivation pushing them. So we want to prove that ladies in STEM are able to make it, not only guys.
Now, that's a very powerful statement right there. The gas challenge is all about inclusivity. And of course, ladies are also doing it massive. And it's amazing to see the whole Teka University giving the ladies that push, that support that they need right here to make history. And let's see if this history can indeed be made. This is the Gas Challenge Season 4, 2023. We'll be going into the auditorium, of course, to pick up the energy right there. But then stay tuned. Of course, keep following us on our socials. Very important. Bring in your comments. Which school do you think is winning? Let me know. This is the Gas Challenge. Knowledge is power. Gas is power. This is the time of the year. Hello world, we are on the build-up towards the 4th edition of the Gas Challenge. Yes, the Gas Challenge 2024. Knowledge is power, gas is power. And I'm going to be speaking to one very important personality behind the engines of the Gas Challenge, and she's none other than Mrs. Augustina Asari-Osei, who is the chairperson for the Gas Challenge. Hello, madam.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you. And you?
Doing very amazing right here. It's an honor to be in your presence. Let's talk about the Gas Challenge. Would you say that in 2019, from the inception, what you envisioned for the challenge is being rolled out?
Well, yes and no. In the sense that when we started this, we wanted to build the gap between academia and the industry where we find ourselves, but also hoping to educate the general public and the media about the indigenous gas, how we process the indigenous gas. Also to take away some misconception, because it basically emanated from the incident that happened at the atomic. And then there was accusation that, because of Ghana gas's gas or the lack of quality of it, that's why the explosion happened. So we realized that there's a lot of misconception. So we needed to find a vehicle to cure it. Number two, we also realized that a lot of the people in the academia, they are teaching oil and gas all right, but they don't really understand how the indigenous gas processing works. And as a result of that, many of the students also don't have hands-on experience. So we needed to make sure that we found a vehicle to do that, more so because we believe that we need to have, excuse me, the future generation taking over the industry. In the past, we were used to having foreigners like the Chinese basically managing the gas processing plant, but with the under the leadership of Dr. Ben Kedi Asante, the CEO, we realized that, as indigenous Ghanaians, we're capable of managing our own industry. But in order to sustain that idea and that vision, it was very important for us to, be ready for the future, meaning getting the young people, especially the best of the best, to equip them with, enough experience, hands-on experience, to take over when we are not there. So really, we do that by also giving them national service opportunities, internship opportunities, and also resulting to job opportunities here, so that at least, we get them prepared for the future of the industry. So yes, but in terms of the no aspect, is that I was hoping that at some point we will see more of an innovative aspect of the project that we have, instead of the, if you were, the classical quiz competition. But we hope to do that very soon. So basically, when that is done, then I think I'll be satisfied.
Most certainly. I believe the core objectives of the gas challenge have been laid out. But then we are going to be asking her, of course, it is titled the gas challenge, and I believe there may be some challenges in there. So, Madam, could you outline some of the challenges you have faced so far in the previous 3 editions that have been held?
Well, I must say, I have a very solid team. I think to every successful event or activity or project, everything rests on the team. And I think it is a team that has really made it what it is. And it's still being done by humans. So errors here and there, challenges here and there. But I think from where I sit, I think the greatest challenge that I see is, how we go about the study guide and the questions that we administer, because everything is done in-house. And mostly is looking at how we can, if you will, innovate the study guide, because the industry is kind of static, really. And how do you bring new things in it? But also in terms of administrative questions, how do you bring new things in it? Because in the preparation, we realized that, the participants and their coaches, they actually go back to the past events and they sit and they study the questions. So how do you avoid that you don't have duplicates, but you also bring new things, because you don't want to like chew and pour and then they come and sit there. No. So that's why, for instance, last year, we introduced like a teaser, where we surprised them with certain things, like practical things on stage. And that kind of changed the dynamic a bit.
The diagrams,
yes,
the rulers and all.
yes, because it can always be, question and answer, and then we move. People really need to understand what they have studied and, what they are willing to, if you will, project out there. And only questions and answer, even for those non-technical people, if you really dedicate 1 year, you might be able to, get some answers right. So that's why we really need to ensure that, the students actually really get what is going on. They understand the industry where they find themselves, and help us to, make them ready for the future of the industry.
Well, I mean, that was an amazing, innovative gesture, and I'm sure, like our chairperson has said, there should be more coming on in the future events, so that, we move on from the theoretical base to, more of practical, stuff. But then tell me, what do you believe is the future of the gas challenge in the next
3 years, 5 years, 10 years? What should we be seeing?
Wow, that's a tricky thing, because I think there's a different aspects. Like I said, the whole project rests on the team that I'm working with. As much as we bring new brains in it, but there's also an element of sustaining, if you will, institutional memory. At the same time also, you want to avoid that it becomes very boring. So you need to keep on innovating. As I alluded earlier, we're hoping to do the innovation aspect or innovative aspect this year. But due to some constraints internally, we were unable. We even initiated a process somewhere in May, but we had to basically kind of get back to the classic structure that we are used to. But we're hoping that when we are doing the 5th anniversary next year, we can actually do that. I think by keep on innovating and having a committed team and also committed management to support this project, I think that's where the sustainability of that project can be assured. But most importantly, also the institutions that we work with. As you know, we have brought in additional 3 institutions last year. We get requests to get more, but you also don't want to make it like a wholesale type of thing, because our industry is quite unique as far as we are concerned, and it has to be like that. So I think the partners that we have under here, both the internal and external stakeholders that we deal with in executing this project, these are the elements that will help sustain, the future of the Gas Challenge.
And that's amazing. We know of the opportunities that come out of the Gas Challenge. We know of the internship programs that are being offered to some of these participants. What's the future of that system, that program as well?
Okay, as far as we're concerned, that should be a solid aspect of it. So internship and also national service opportunity. National service opportunities in this country is not as it used to be anymore. So it's appears to be more contested than it used to be. But also the job opportunity. We have offered past contestants, winners, you name it, those opportunities, but also job opportunities. Some are with us. Others have gotten the opportunity also to go elsewhere, like international companies have employed them based on the experience and exposure that we gave them here. So for me, even though I'm kind of, I mean, they're like your children, and it hurts a bit that they are no more with you, but you are comfortable and quite excited that they've actually grown further. But because the indigenous Ghanaians, they acquired knowledge also elsewhere to at some point also come back and help, impact the society. But we hope to get more out of this. And what I also hope is that more female participants will show their face.
We'll be coming to that particularly. We'll be coming to that.
These are some of the things that kind of makes me happy. Okay. When we started, it was all guys as contestants, and then, through our dialogue with the schools, they also saw the need in motivating female engineers as well. So,
all right. Now, I think I should be preparing to definitely contest as well, looking at these opportunities that are available. But then, let's talk about the 4th edition in this year. I learned there's been a change in the format. Could you tell us about that, and also tell us about your expectations for this 4th edition?
Okay, so for those who have been following us since 2019, unfortunately 2020 due to COVID we were unable to execute it, but normally we travel around in the zonal contest. So it depends. So we do balloting.
Yes.
And then depending on the balloting, we know which school. So per, demographically or geographical reasons, we then, decide where we think will be prudent. So basically we have been all over Ghana almost. We're hoping to go towards Tamale this year. But because we changed the format, we were unable to. So normally we travel around with the zonal contest. And then the semifinals we do in Accra, and then the finals. But this year we are doing everything in Accra. Again, things are not the way it used to be in terms of if you're financial constraint, but also in terms of time constraint. That has basically forced us to, for this year, do this new structure. My expectation is that next year we'll go back to the old structure, because I think that makes the Gas Challenge quite unique than I think any other type of activity. I think since we started, we have seen a lot of challenge popping up. It's quite exciting that all these things are popping up. Sometimes I'm a bit afraid that it becomes more like maybe too much, but you also need to give people the opportunity and the space also to explore other avenues, because we are touching certain areas and they also are touching certain areas, so that's fine. But I think that makes the Gas Challenge exciting. We're going around the country. It also gives us a certain exposure, certain understanding about the cultural diversity.
Exactly.
So that's very important. So we hope to bring that back next year.
All right.
And the expectation for this year, I think, like I indicated earlier, I want to see more female contestants in this pool as well. At least we have, over the years, have 2 coaches who are female,
exactly.
Which I'm very, very proud of. So I hope that too, we get additional, female coach added to it to balance the equation, but definitely also the female contestants, yes.
But what do you believe will be the motivating factor for female contestants to come on board?
Oh, well, I don't think they should need extra motivate factor like the gentleman. I think, at least I want to believe that, the contribution of Ghana Gas has excited people enough to want to go into the oil and gas industry. And I believe a lot of female to believe that it is an industry that women too can have an impact. Exactly. They have women in engineering association or whatever, professional association. And they are also doing their bit in motivating women to get more, because I think traditionally has always been seen as male-dominated type of profession. But with the current dispensation and the innovation aspect of life in general with technology, female are also seeing it like, okay, engineering is something that we can actually be good at, and they are good. I remember the female contestants we have had in the past. I mean, they were excellent, they were brilliant, and I'm sure there are more in the system, but sometimes it's a matter of perhaps the self-confidence. I think that is the challenge that female have overall in participating in public activities. Exactly. Is for the coaches and the school to actually, boost their self-confidence. And the moment they have that self-confidence, they're willing to take a risk, and really, they can make a difference. Yes.
All right, so ladies, I'm sure you've heard this. You've got it within yourself, so just come out and show it out. Finally, let's talk about the 4th edition. I mean, since 2019, the anticipation and the buzz around the challenge keeps rising. What should we be anticipating in this year's edition? Well,
this is edition, I think as a team, we are actually wondering if the winner of the 3 last 3 editions,
but actually the UMAT have come tops on all 3. They seem to be dominating.
Yeah. So we are actually excited to see whether they will actually make perhaps more of a significant history by clocking the 4th victory. Okay. That is something that we are looking out for. But I'm also actually expecting some of the new institutions that we engaged last year. I think Master Technical University surprised us, really. So actually, I'm expecting a lot from them as well. I must say the pool that they belong to is quite tough. I think that's a pool of that is the, I think, Zona Group 3, where you have UMAT, USA, and KTU, which is the Commercial Technical University. So that'll be interesting, because last year they almost unseated UMAT.
Exactly.
So I'm quite excited to see what will come out there. Not to say that I'm not giving all the other chances, other groups chances, but looking at how last year went, I'm waiting to see if UMAT will make it again, whether we'll get another winner for this year's edition.
All right. Thank you so much, Madam, for talking to us. I believe there's a lot of information that has been disseminated from here. And watch out for that 4th edition. Knowledge is power, gas is power. Watch out for the Gas Challenge 2024.
Hi. So I'd like to call on another beneficiary of the Ghana Gas Challenge. Hello. Can you please introduce yourself to us?
I am Dosokla Cornelius, an aspiring process systems engineer with petroleum engineering background from the University of Energy and Natural Resources, Uenr. I represented Uenr in the 2021 edition of the Gas Challenge competition.
Nice to meet you. How was your Gas Challenge experience?
Oh, the Gas Challenge, I would say, is one of the best things that has ever happened to me. And I will always be proud to have been part of it. This singular opportunity has given me an avenue to have a year-long hands-on training at the gas processing plant in the Western region, and has also given me the platform to undergo robust yet strategic learning from all spheres of the engineering disciplines, spanning from mechanical, chemical, safety, and environmental. This has strengthened my engineering fundamentals as I have observed and appreciated the physical equivalence of these engineering principles highlighted in school, hence enabling me to bridge the gap between industry and academia.
Thank you very much. Thanks for sharing that. But I'm sure Uenr will be watching. Do you have any advice for them, the new contestants coming in?
Oh, in terms of preparations, I would say there's no shortcut. They just have to be grounded in the material and beyond. And once on stage, they also need to realize that the business is between them and the quiz mistress. So they should be focused, make sure they hear every question clearly, then communicate before they give an answer. If they still need further assistance, they can reach out to any of the past contestants. We'll be ready to help them.
Okay, Cornelius, thank you very much for being here with us, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Knowledge is power.
That is power.
All right, world, welcome to the Gas Challenge yes again, and we are on our build up to the 4th edition of the Gas Challenge. Now, you know, as a part of the Gas Challenge, we always integrate the finalists into a special national service program, which is a part of the core values of this company, of course, the National Gas Company. And we are here today to speak to some of the finalists of previous Gas Challenge, quizzes, and also get to know the experiences of how the National Service Program has been for them. Hello, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing very fine, sir.
All right, so kindly introduce yourself to us. Tell us your name, the institution you represented in the Gas Challenge, the year in which you, of course, participated as well.
Okay, then my name is Gibson Agri. I contested for University of Energy and Natural Resources, and then I partook in the 2021 Gas Challenge competition. And also, I had the opportunity to do my service with Ghana National Gas Company, where I was part of the operations department.
Wonderful, wonderful. But before getting onto this program, what was your expectation coming in, and at the end of it all, what are some of the benefits you gained from this program?
Okay, my primary expectation was to gain hands-on experience from the theory I learned about the gathering, processing, and then distribution of natural gas. And also I was looking forward to developing my practical skills and also expanding my industry experience.
What are some of these practical skills and new skills you've gained from this program?
Okay, I was able to acquire several new skills. One of the things I really liked and then observed about the company was that they work as a team. So being there, I was able to develop my teamwork abilities and then my problem solving abilities too.
But then tell me one particular skill you didn't get from school, but then you've gotten from the National Gas Company.
Okay, one particular skill I developed through my national service experience was being able to work with industry-related machinery and then equipment, such as pumps and then compressors too.
All right, so these are the words from one of the beneficiaries of the Ghana National Gas National Service Program, and I believe it's going to serve him well in his future endeavors. Thank you, Gifton. Have a good day.
Knowledge is power.
Gas is power.
embracing the future together, building a sustainable gas industry through education. Ladies and gentlemen, the slogan for the gas challenge is knowledge is power, and you respond, gas is power. Here this afternoon, we have the whole technical university, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, and the University of Energy and Natural Resources. 3 regions, 3 different schools, second contest. Who qualifies to join UMAT? Who won the first contest? And which institution joins them to be the third institution that will qualify for the finals? We shall see at the end of this contest. The University of Energy and Natural Resources have their motto as knowledge, integrity, and impact. Whole Technical University has their motto as Adaunazu Kekeli. And then the KNUSC have their motto as Nyansapo Yesanin Obadimba. I hope I got it right. Well, whether it is Nyansapo or it is knowledge or it is Adaun, at the end of the contest, we shall tell.
Thank you very much, Harrison. As he mentioned earlier, we have UMAT already qualifying for the finals, which is going to be held next week at the UPSA Auditorium, 30th December 2023. I welcome you once again to the second contest of the day and the semifinals of the 2023 Gas Challenge. We've spent a lot of time already and would like to begin with God as usual. And so with that said, I would like to invite Miss Beatrice Benedict to take the opening prayer.
Shall we pray? Please be upstanding. Dear Lord, thank you for traveling mercies for our coaches and contestants. As we begin this competition, we ask you to bless this competition with excitement and teamwork. At the end of the day, we'll give you the glory and the honor that you deserve. This and many other blessings I ask in Jesus' mighty name. Have I prayed with so much thanksgiving? Amen.
Thank you very much, Miss Beatrice Benedict Takwe. As we all know, Ghana Gas is a company that never compromises safety. And so it is important that all of us are made aware of the safety protocols and measures to put in place in terms of emergency. And so I'd like to invite Miss Patricia Anko, the HSE officer of the Takrade distribution station of the Ghana Gas, to take us through a brief HSE moment. Please let's welcome her with a round of applause.
Knowledge is power. Okay, so just a safety share. Here in our auditorium, we have 4 exit points. We have 4 also on our left, and we have 2 behind. There's a washroom also behind. And also for you to know that if you have any item or your bag in the walkway, kindly lift it up if someone wants to step out. This is to prevent any fall or trip, right? Also, as we approach the festive season, I would admonish that you be in groups of trusted friends for your parties and your outings. This is to keep us all safe, and then beware of whatever that you eat. Whilst we are here also, let's watch over each other, especially with the dancing and the screaming, so that we don't, at the end of the day, inflict any kind of pain or any kind of hurt on someone. Because in the morning section, I realized that someone almost used what they were trying to showcase. Yes, it nearly hit someone. So as you are jubilating, kindly be mindful of the person seated by you. Have a wonderful section. Bye.
Thank you very much, Miss Patricia Anko. And certainly we are all not going to compromise safety during this session. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. So we'd like to take a welcome address from the senior manager of the Government Relations Department, Ghana Gas, who proposed as our chairperson of the Gas Challenge Committee. Welcome, Mrs.
Thank you, Abba.
Augustina.
Knowledge is power. Excellent. Thank you very much. I welcome you all on behalf of board and management and staff of Ghana Gas. For those who don't know me, my name is Augustina Osei, and I'm indeed the chairperson for the Gas Challenge Planning Committee. I welcome you all, those coming from Ho, Kumasi, and Sunyane. You're warm welcome. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate you for making it this far. It's not easy making it into the semis. We are grateful also for all the institutions, including those who were unable to make it to the semifinals. We thank you for the partnership. We really appreciate it. We don't take it for granted at all. Without wasting too much time, I think you believe you were all there last week with a very eventful week where, as a result, you all are here. And I think all three of you were all winners in your pool. So it's quite interesting that we have all the winners really under one umbrella competing for the spot in the semi-finals. As earlier indicated, this morning, our first contest was won by UMAT. So we are curious to know who will join. Apart from that, also, perhaps also the best, or I should say the school with the highest mark after the winner that will join us in the finals. So even if you don't make it at a go, your points might be the very thing that takes you into the finals. So I wish you all the best. I won't take too much of your time. Last thing that I want to say, and that is a biasness that I have, is that this year I'm very excited to see female contestants. I'm very, very excited. I've seen that our whole ladies have made a mark. And also our lady from Uenr as well. Not to say that the men are not appreciated, but because we all know that in this industry, men is more male dominated. So we are really grateful that the coaches have also seen, it's important to, if you will, do a bit of an affirmative action by getting females also participated. And I hope that will also inspire other ladies to also join in the ensuing years. So I would like to thank you. I wish you all the best and may the best school win. Thank you very much.
Well, like the chairperson rightly said, I'm seeing something like Spider Arcane. I don't know what it means, but we shall see what it means. I don't know what that is. But ladies and gentlemen, we want to appreciate our technical team for having done such a good job to have come that far. You want to show them some love by giving them a round of applause. Our coaches have also done very well at this point in time. Okay, and then also we would like to appreciate the Gas Challenge Committee members. Please show them some love. Also, we want to show love to Studio HD for such wonderful production. You want to show them some love. Right, so at this juncture, we will invite our coaches in turns, and they'll give us a brief remark on what the expectation is. So, in no particular order, we'll start from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Nyansapo Esanenu Bajimba. Dr. Daniel Annan. Oh, show him some love. He's done very well.
Thank you, thank you. So on behalf of our Vice Chancellor, we want to say thank you to Ghana Gas for organizing this competition and inviting us to participate. On the issue of the competition, last week we were in the group of death and we managed to sail through, we won massively. Today we are in another group of death. We hope to win massively. Thank you very much.
Well, I think the technical team would have to now look at what constitutes a group of death. What is the makeup of the group of death, because it keeps coming up stronger. Yes, but that's an interesting one. They have declared their group as a group of death. Well, let's see how it ends. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, we shall invite one of our newly born institutions that came into the gas challenge. They just came last year, and they have been able this year to make it to the semi-finals. We shall invite Reverend Dr. Seth Jokoto from the whole Technical University to give us a brief remark.
I also want to thank the organizers of the challenge. Last week, my Vice Chancellor was here to give a brief speech. Today he's not here, but I'm privileged to have the head of department, Mechanical Engineering Department, Dr. Robert Biscoff. He was here last week, and he's here last week. My message is the same. My message is the same. KNUST, Uenr were not here when I made it, so for the sake of them, I'm going to make it again. Whole Technical University is here to make a positive history. We are here to make a history, and no two ways about that. So I wish you well, but we are making history. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Reverend Dr. Seth Jokoto from the whole Technical University. I hear this is a group of death. So on that note, KNUST, will you come back or you deaf? 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 I can't hear you. Will you come back or you deaf? Whole Technical University, will you come back or you deaf? Yes. Uenr, will you come back or you deaf? You come back. Uenr says they will come back. Last but not the least, I'd like to invite Dr. Ivan Nyameche, the coach for the University of Energy and Natural Resources, to give us a brief remark.
Thank you very much. Standing on all protocols already observed, I bring you greetings from the Vice Chancellor of University of Energy and Natural Resources, Professor Elvis Asare-Bediako. Last week I said something. Before we started, Uenr had won. And today, before we are starting, Uenr have won. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ivan Nyameche, who says Uenr has won already. We will see if that's true or not. KNUST says they are here with full force in the group of death, and they are going to survive this one. Whole Technical University is also saying they are going to survive. Uenr says they've won already. So we'll see at the end of this competition. I know that we are all expectant now to begin the competition. And so I'd like to invite an outstanding woman who has been with us from the beginning of this competition till now. She has made her mark both in academia and industry, and has assisted many students in all volunteering forms. Without wasting much time, assist me by providing some rounds of applause for our quiz mistress, Engineer Mrs. Emanuela Kwao-Boateng. You're welcome.
All right, thank you. Good Good afternoon once again. And you are all warmly welcome to the second contest of the semifinals of the 2023 edition of the Gas Challenge. I'm excited to be here, and I guess you are all excited. Without wasting any more time, I want to invite on stage the contestants. Let's welcome them on stage. Contestants. All right, thank you. All right. You are all warmly welcome once again. Can you quickly introduce yourselves by mentioning your name and the institution you represent? So, from Lingas.
I'm Francis Nyakon, representing KNUS.
All right.
I am Premrawat Impim from KNUS.
Okay, thank you for coming. Okay.
Daisanga Wenam, Ho Technical University.
All right.
Benyo Jean-Marie, Ho Technical University.
Thank you very much for coming. Yes. LNG.
Atta Christopher Kenneth from Uenr.
Okay.
Ocho Amy Derek from Uenr.
All right. So you are all warmly welcome. Okay, so a quick reminder of all the rules that we'll be using for this contest. Since you have gone through the prelims, you already know, but I'm just reminding you of it. So we'll have 5 rounds, all right, in all. Round 1 to round 4, you will all have your questions in turn, which you will answer, and then if you get it correctly answered, you get 3 points. If you are not able to answer correctly for some of the rounds, okay, the questions will be available for bonus, okay, for anyone to grab by drawing my attention with their bell. If you get it correctly answered, you get 1 point for a bonus, 3 points for the major question, 1 for a bonus. All the questions that do not require calculations, you have 15 seconds to give a correct answer and 5 seconds for the bonus. If the question requires calculation, you have 30 seconds within which to give an answer and the bonus for 10. Because this is semifinals, some of the calculations are actually semi-final calculations. So there, you will require 1 minute, that is 60 seconds, within which to produce an answer. However, for bonus, it's still 10 seconds. All right. So I read the question, and then at the end, I will end with yes, followed by your team's name, and that is when your time will start ticking. However, if you do not hear me and you want me to repeat, I'll gladly do so, but using your time. So if you ask me to repeat, I will, gladly, but then that will eat into your time. Okay, so that is that for the first 4 contests. The 5th round, beginning of it, I will let you have the instructions for it. I wish you all the very best for making it here. We are proud of you, and let's see how these contestants for us to see who is booking to join the team that won in the first contest. All right, technical, may I have the questions? Oh, let's give it up for him. Thank you very much. Like he showed you, sealed and signed. So before we begin the contest, I'll let each group press their bell so that we know if their bells are all working. Lingas, your bell. All right, so they come with number 1. Alkane. All right, number 2, and then LNG. Okay, that's number 3. So all the bells are working. And that's for my timekeeper. Thank you. Please, if you are to answer your own question, you don't need to press the bell to answer. Please, let's try so that we don't make the contest chaotic, all right? So if you have to answer, just go ahead. And mind you, I need to say the answer they've given is wrong before you can press your bell. So be alert. Definitely, I'll say I'm sorry, and then you can grab. If you press your bell before I say I'm sorry, I'll pretend as if I am deaf. I will not hear you. All right? All right. So we'll begin with round 1. I wish you all the best. This round is made up of open-ended questions. I want you to give me exact answers, no lookalikes, or I will not give you the full point. All right? Or I may even pass it on for a bonus depending on the answer you gave. All right? The first set of questions for this round. I'll start with Lingas. Lingas, your question. How long did the third phase of exploration for hydrocarbons last in Ghana? Yes, Lingas.
19 years.
Correct for 3 points. Akin, your question. When was gas from domestic sources first made available for power generation in Ghana? Yes, Akin.
November 2014.
Yes, correct for 3 points. LNG, your question. What is the typical value of GOR in SCF per STB for a dry gas reservoir? Yes, LNG.
Nothing did it.
0. Nothing.
I'm sorry. Yes, Lingard for a bonus. Speak.
Undetermined.
You said undetermined.
Undefined.
Okay, I'll give it to you. 1. So the GOR, once it's a dry gas, it means that there's no oil. So it's actually the gas content divided by the oil. That is infinity. It's not 0. Anything over 0 is infinite or undetermined. Are you clear? It's not 0. It's the other way around. The denominator is 0. Once the denominator is 0, it is not 0, but infinite. Thank you. The next set of questions. Lingas, your major question. What is the total number of atoms in ethyl benzene? Yes, Lingas.
Okay, we have
I'm
18
sorry.
atoms.
I'm sorry. You've been bailed out. Yes, Alkane.
20 atoms.
I'm sorry. Did you press your bell? No, so it's timed out. All right, so the timekeeper has already bailed out. So it's 18, but sticking time. Yes. He was bailed out, so there's no way I'm going to give that. Stick within your time, all right? Okay, your question. What is the total number of hydrogen atoms in toluene? Yes, Alkane.
8.
8. Correct. 3 points. LNG, your question. What is the total number of carbon atoms in p-xylene? Yes, LNG. I'm sorry. Yes, Lingard. Speak.
We have 8 carbon
Yes,
atoms.
8. 1 point. Please, all of you, once you press your bell, I should get an answer. Please, once you press your bell. The next set of questions. Lingers, your question. The commercial stage marks the beginning of actual field production. It ensures that a midstream facility such as GPP receives the required raw gas for processing. Name one of the key life cycle phases prior to decline of the field. Yes, Lingers.
So we have build-up period.
Yes. 3 points. Okay, in your question. Regulatory asset base can be determined by various methods by the regulator. In line with the PURC rate setting guidance, what is the approach used to arrive at the regulatory asset base? Yes, Alkane.
It's equal to the present value minus the depreciation minus net working capital.
No, I will not give it to you. Yes, LNG.
Replacement value approach.
Yes, 1 point. LNG. The West African gas pipeline stretches from Itoki in Nigeria to Takoradi in Ghana. Relative to the Ghana section of the WAGP, which proposed pipeline offers much more operational flexibility and control for inland distribution of natural gas along its route in Ghana. Yes, LNG.
Which pipeline?
Takoradi transmission pipeline.
Yes, I'll give it to you. 3. The next set of questions. Lingers, your question. What is the maximum capacity of the WAPCO thermoregulatory and metering station? Yes, Lingers.
So we have 235 mmSCFD.
Yes, correct. 3 points. And let me tell all schools, once you have to answer your question, just give the answer. We have, yes, madam, all those things are not needed. Just give the answer, because whilst you are saying we have, if you are bailed out, I will not mind you. Because we have will not be your answer. Okay? Thank you. Okay, in your question. A high integrity pressure protection system, HIPS, provides self-contained independent protection system for lower rated downstream infrastructure. Mention 2 operational conditions that can cause a HIPS to proceed to shutting or fail close position. Yes, okay.
Overpressure situation.
Sorry.
And emergency shutdown.
No, I'm sorry. Yes, Lingas.
Overpressure situation and loss of motive power.
No, I'll not give it to you. All right. So when we have a loss of instrument air, loss of hydraulic power, loss of electric power, and instrument signals. LNG, your major question. The total carbon dioxide emissions under the energy transition scenario 2 is projected to peak in the 2050s before achieving net zero by 2070. What is the approximate peak value of carbon dioxide emissions? Yes, LNG.
$68.3 metric tons.
I'm sorry. Yes, Lingas.
14.5 mtCO2e.
I'm sorry. Yes, okay.
41.9 mt.
I'm sorry. It is 80 metric ton carbon dioxide. The last set of questions for round 1. Lingas, your question. The 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development is a plan of action for people, planet, and prosperity, which SDG is designed to support domestic technology development and ensuring a conducive policy environment for industrial diversification and value addition to commodities. Yes, Lingas.
SDG 9.
Yes, correct, 3 points. That is industry, innovation, and infrastructure, 3 points. Okay, in your question. Which SDG is designed to empower and promote social, economic, and political inclusion of all, irrespective of gender, age, and disability? Yes, Arcane.
It's not this one. It's not this one. It's not this one. 10. SDG 10.
Yes, SDG 10. That is reducing inequality. 3 points. LNG, your question. The act of protecting and restoring our ecosystem, managing forest reserve, and combating desertification and afforestation geared towards the promotion of a healthy and clean environment. Which SDG addresses this? Yes, LNG.
SDG 13.
I'm sorry. Yes, I'll came for a bonus.
SDG 6.
I'm sorry. Yes, Lingas.
SDG 3.
I'm sorry. It's 15. That's life on Earth. SDG 15. This brings us to the end of round 1.
This is a time of the year when the best of the tertiary institutions come up against each other in the Gas Challenge.
To be here with you today as we kickstart the 4th edition of the Gas Challenge. Under the theme Embracing the Future Together, building a sustainable gas industry through education. This will be an engaging and interactive learning experience for you whilst fostering a healthy competition. Welcome to you all once again, and get ready to cheer on the 12 institutions as they compete on their way to the top. Knowledge is power, gas is power.
On behalf of Ghana Gas's Board of Directors, certainly our management and staff, wish to express our profound gratitude for honoring this invitation for this 4th edition. Competition encourages and continues to recognize students who wish to make an impact in the energy sector and are also passionate about science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. I wish to formally declare the 4th edition of the Gas Challenge duly commenced. Thank you very much.
LNG.
Industrial Development Tariff.
Yes, correct for 3 points. DNG. Here are the scores. LNG has 4 points. A round of applause to them. Alkane has 9 points. A round of applause to them. And Lingas has 14 points. Another round of applause. We move straight to round 2. Round 2 is made up of statements which contestants are to give us whether the statement is true or false. It's only one attempt. Coordinate with your teammate and make sure that one person speaks. If both of you attempt and one says false, one says true, you are wrong. All right, so round 2. Listen carefully, all teams. Lingas, your question. The GPP received Jubilee gas and 10 floats. ORF receives only Sankofa gas. WAPCO RMS at Tema receives only gas from N gas. True or false? Yes, Lingas.
True.
I'm sorry, the statement is false. It's true for the first two, but false for the third statement. Alkane, your question. Retrograde gas and rich gas are major types of reservoir fluids. True or false? Yes, Alkane.
Again, the question again.
Retrograde gas and rich gas are major types of reservoir fluids. True or false? Yes, Alkane.
False.
I'm sorry, the statement is true. LNG, your question. The compound dimethyl disulfide has 6 hydrogen atoms. True or false? Yes, LNG.
True.
Yes, the statement is true. 3 points. The next set of questions. Lingas, your question. According to the International Energy Agency 2021, global greenhouse gas emissions were dominated by the burning of coal, 42%, followed by oil, 34%, and natural gas, 22%. True or false? Yes, Lingas.
True.
Yes, the statement is true. 3 points. Alkane, your question. A process flow diagram includes piping information and information on control systems. True or false? Yes, Alkane.
False.
Yes, the statement is false. 3 points. LNG, your statement. The general flow equation for gas transportation is based on constant temperature operation. True or false? Yes, LNG.
False.
I'm sorry. The statement is true. The next set of questions. Lingas, your question. Smart picks are used in detecting leakages and buildups in pipeline. True or false? Yes, Lingas.
True.
Yes, the statement is true. 3 points. Okay, in your statement. The economic potential, EP, is a very simple economic criteria used in the preliminary stage of process design and evaluation. This is calculated on annual basis as EP1 equals to value of product minus fixed cost plus variable cost. True or false? Yes, Alkane.
False. False.
Yes, the statement is false. 3 points. LNG, your question. In calculating the economic potential of pipeline projects, the economic ratio, ER, is a factor that is carefully considered. Hence, ER equals to value of product divided by cost of product. True or false? Yes, LNG.
False.
Yes, the statement is false. It's the value of the product divided by the cost of raw material. 3 points. The next set of questions. Lingas, your question. Prior to the discovery of commercial quantities of crude oil with associated natural gas at Jubilee Fields, Ghana was receiving processed gas from West African Pipeline for power generation. True or false? Yes, Lingas.
True.
I'm sorry. We discovered oil 2 years before we started getting gas from Nigeria. Alkane, your question. The concept of letter agreements as a flexibility tool for effective probationary contract administration can be classified as a reasonable endeavor type of agreement. True or false? Yes, Alkane.
False.
I'm sorry, that statement is true. LNG, your question. In arriving at the regulated asset base, net working capital, which is the difference between operational short-term assets and liabilities, is precluded. True or false? Yes, LNG.
Precluded. False.
Yes, the statement is false. 3 points. The last set of questions for this round. Lingas, your question. The pipe network in the gas system under LPG sales agreement usually belongs to the customer who is responsible for its maintenance. True or false? Yes, Lingas.
False.
Yes, the statement is false. 3 points. Okay, in your statement, the gas from the Sankofa field is completely dried before being delivered to the GPP. True or false? Yes, Alkane.
False.
Yes, the statement is false. 3 points. LNG, your statement. Sulfur in the form of hydrogen sulfide is tolerated up to 28 ppm in the sales gas from GPP. True or false? Yes, LNG.
True.
I'm sorry. 28 ppm is the overall sulfur that is permitted in the sales gas. But hydrogen sulfide alone cannot be that. Thank you. This brings us to the end of round 2. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So at the end of the second round, here are the scores. Thank you. LNG has 13 points. A round of applause to them. Alkane has 19 points. A round of applause. And Lingas has 23 points. A round of applause to them. We move straight to round 3. All right, round 3 is made up of multiple choice questions. Multiple choice questions. Here, it will not be passed on for a bonus. And schools have only one attempt to give their answers. Don't get distracted by the things they are doing down there. Focus on me. All right? Good. So you can either tell whether the answer is A, B, C, or D, or mention what it corresponds to, or both. But if you are doing both, make sure that you are not messing them up. If you do, I will not award you that mark. All right. All the best to all of you in this round. Lingas, your question. Which of the following is not considered as contributing to GHG emissions? A, nitrous oxide. B, carbon monoxide. C, carbon dioxide. And D, methane. Yes, Lingas.
B.
Yes, correct. 3 points. Carbon monoxide. Okay, your question. The average GOR from a newly discovered reservoir is 100,000 SCF per STB. How will you initially classify the reservoir? A, light oil. B, dry gas. C, wet gas. And D, condensate. Yes, Alkane.
B.
I'm sorry. It's C. It's a wet gas. Once the GOR is giving you a value, it means that there's some gas, there's some oil. LNG, your question. A water dew point of negative 71 degrees Celsius is required for a gas stream. The following solid desiccants are available for the dehydration process. 1, silica gel. 2, alumina. 3, molecular sieves. Which of the following can be used for the process? A, only 3. B, only 2. C, 2 and 3. And D, 1, 2, and 3. Yes, LNG.
C.
Yes, C, 2 and 3. 3 points. So to achieve negative 71 degrees Celsius, silica gel will not be able to do that. Right. The next set of questions. Lingas, your question. Which of the following ministries was not part of the collaborating ministries in producing the National Energy Transition Plan? A, energy. B, transport. C, finance. And D, trade and industry. Yes, Lingas.
D.
Yes, D, 3 points. Okay, your question. The following establishments are usually supplied with treated gas through transmission lines, except A, power generation plants. B, gas processing plants. C, onshore receiving facility. And D, mining companies. Yes, Alkane.
D.
I'm sorry, it's B. Gas processing plants. Once you are processing it, we are not now bringing you the processed gas. LNG, your statement. Which of the following types of distillation columns is not found at GPP, at the GPP? A, debutanizer. B, deethanizer. C, depropanizer. And D, pentane stripper. Yes, LNG.
C.
C, depropanizer. We don't have that at the GPP. 3 points. The next set of questions. Lingas, your statement. The main difference between the operation of the LTS and the GDU is A, glycol is supplied as vapor in the LTS and as liquid in the GDU. B, no additional cooling of the gas is required in the GDU. C, water removal is maximized at low temperatures in the LTS and at high temperatures in the GDU. And D, unlike in the LTS, the glycol solution can be regenerated in the GDU. Yes, Lingas.
C.
I'm sorry. It's B. We don't require additional cooling when you are looking at the GDU. Alkin, your question. The Ghana National Gas Limited Company, as part of its mandate, has made significant contribution to the economy of Ghana. Which of the following forms part of this milestone contribution? A, indigenization of its operations. B, support of the no flaring policy. C, relative cheaper fuel for power markets. And D, all of the above. Yes, Alkane.
D.
Yes, it's all of the above. 3 points. LNG, your question. To streamline the delivered gas price in Ghana, the natural gas pricing policy was developed. Which of the following is not a key feature of the policy? A, ensure economic viability for all investing parties. B, to insulate government from payment of subsidy. C, to mobilize revenue for government. And D, to ensure environmental sustainability. Yes, LNG.
C.
C, correct. 3 points. Next set of questions. Lingas, your statement. Audience, thank you. The oil and gas industry is generally classified into 3 streams of activities. Which of the following is a midstream activity? A, IPP's use of gas for power generation. B, natural gas export from the FPSOs. C, processing of petrochemicals. And D, abandonment of offshore platforms. Yes, Lingas.
C.
I'm sorry, it's B. Alkin, your question. In line with natural gas pricing philosophy of ensuring cost-reflective price, raw gas commodity prices largely determined by the following parties except A, Ministries of Finance and Energy, B, Petroleum Commission, C, the aggregator, and D, the shipper. Yes, Alkane.
C.
I'm sorry. The answer is D. C. LNG, listen carefully to the question. And listen, I'll give the options in the middle and continue the question, so pay attention. All right? Instead of saying dash, I will give the options and then continue. All right? Okay. Under operating conditions, pipeline companies endeavor to prevent the A, vaporization, B, condensation, C, boiling, and D, adsorption of hydrocarbons during their transportation in order to keep the constituents in a single phase. Yes, LNG. B, correct, 3 points. Condensation. Last set of questions for the round. Thank you. Lingas, your question. The inlet pressure and the flow velocity to a gas pipeline is fixed at 50 megapascal and 8 meters per second due to compressor restrictions. For which of the following delivery pressures will the exit velocity be highest? A, 2,500 kPa. B, 25 MPa. C, 50 MPa. And D, 10,000 kPa. Yes, Lingas.
D.
I'm sorry. Your explanation you are giving to your colleague is right, but then your zeros. The correct answer is A. Alkane, your statement. The Coriolis mass flow meter is used to provide LPG related information on all the following except A, volumetric flow rates, B, density, C, temperature, and D, pressure. Yes, Alkane.
It's not A. Mass flow. Okay, A.
A.
I'm sorry, the answer is D. Coriolis mass flow meter. LNG, your statement. In pipeline design and installation, all the following can be classified as capital expenditure except A, compressor costs, B, pipe insulation costs, C, orifice meter costs, and D, none of the above. Yes, LNG.
A.
I'm sorry, it's D, none of them. Capital cost. This brings us to the end of round 3. right, thank you all very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So at the end of round 3, thank you very much. At the end of round 3, here are the scores. Alkane has 22 points. A round of applause to them. LNG has 25 points. A round of applause. And Lingas has 29 points. Very close contest. We move straight to round 4. So round 4 is made up of calculations and charts. Some of the calculations are semi-final calculations, so you require a longer time to be able to do that. So that one, you will have 60 seconds to get us an answer. So when we get to those ones, I'll let you know. Unless I state it, all the other calculations are 30 seconds. If you get it correctly answered, you get 3 points. However, it is available for grabs, for bonus. All right? But mind you, I should say the answer they've given is wrong before you bell. All right? Even if you think the answer they've given is wrong. All right? So we will hear your bells once again. Lingas. All right, Alkane. LNG. All right, all your bells are working. And your calculations, you give me an exact value. And like I mentioned earlier, once you have your answer, just give it, okay, straight ahead. And then, if a team's time is up or gives a wrong answer, and you press your bell, it should be followed by an answer, not deliberations. Are we clear? No, madam, and I got nothing. Just give me an answer. All right? All right, at this stage, I'll call technical to distribute the charts to the various teams. You all have pencils on your desk. You have ruler on your desk. Oh, you can give it to them. Okay, thank you. All of you, turn your sheets. Look at the values. I hope you all see the points on them. I hope you see them clearly. Teams, I'm talking to you. Do you all see? I see them. I just want to be sure you all do. Then we can start. All right, good to go. A preamble to all schools. We are to determine the saturated water content That's mg water per sm cube of natural gas at the following conditions. So you are looking for the same thing. You are all looking for the saturated water content. All right? So based on the conditions you'll be given, then you trace it and give me a value. As much as possible, it should be exact. We are not giving too much room for error. Okay? All right. Lean gas. So under the conditions, 80 degrees Celsius and 0.3 megapascal. It's 30 seconds, please. Timekeeper.
Hey, 87,500. We have 75,000 mg per sm cube.
No, I'm sorry. Yes, Alkane.
45,000.
45,000 mg per sm cube.
I'm sorry. Yes, LNG.
90,000 mg per sm cube.
I'm sorry. If you trace it well, okay, I will not explain. You are going to get 115,000. 115,000. All right. Alkane, your conditions, 35 degrees Celsius and 0.2 MPa.
Yes, and
Yes, Alkane.
20,000 mg per sm cube.
20,000 mg of water per sm cube.
Correct, 3 points. All right. LNG, your question. Your conditions are 120 degrees Celsius and 1.0 MPa. Yes, LNG.
One.
This be one.
200,000 mg per m.
I'm sorry. Yes, Alkane.
160,000 mg of water per sm cube.
No. Yes, Lingas.
150,000 mg per
Yes,
sm cube.
1 point. Okay, now you can put all the charts aside. We are done with them. You can put them under. Put them down. All right. The next set of questions. Preamble to all schools. A gas company has a total asset of 200,000 Ghana cedis as its opening asset in 2021. In 2022, the end period asset increased to 300,000 Ghana cedis. As a result of regulatory audits, the total asset was adjusted with a closing asset of 150,000 Ghana cedis in 2023. Now your question, lean gas. What is the regulatory asset base in 2024 if the rate of depreciation is 10% per annum and net working capital is 20,000 Ghana cedis? 1 minute, 60 seconds. Yes, lean gas.
$185,000 Ghana cedis.
I'm sorry. Yes. Alkane.
160,000 Ghana cedis.
I am sorry. Yes, LNG.
165,000 Ghana cedis.
What?
165,000.
No, I'm sorry. It's 155,000. I will not explain because others have to answer. When I'm done, I'll take you all through. Okay, your major question. What is the regulatory asset base in 2024 if the rate of depreciation is 20% per annum with net working capital made up of 30,000 short-term assets and 20,000 short-term debts? Yes, Alkane.
20% of 15. $1.5 times 20.
This
30.
is assets and debts. Want to subtract?
30. 4. 1. So 1,1,0,0,0 Ghana cedis.
I'm sorry. Yes, Lingard for a bonus.
180,000 Ghana cedis.
I am sorry. Yes, LNG. Speak.
10,300 Ghana cedis.
No, I'm sorry. It's 130,000 Ghana cedis. LNG, your major question. What is the regulatory asset base in 2024 if the rate of depreciation is 10% per quarter and net working capital is negative 15,000? Yes, LNG.
So you have to divide by 4. No, it's okay. It's over down. We have 3,750,000 Ghana cedis.
I'm sorry. Yes, I'll pay for a bonus.
150,000 Ghana cedis.
I am sorry. Yes, Lingard.
0 Ghana cedis.
I'm sorry. Okay, so you all know the formula. Looking at what you are all trying to do. So the regulatory asset base formula is the V minus D plus the NWC, right? So for the case of Lingas, you had been given the depreciation as 10%, all right? And then we already know the closing assets as 150,000. That's at the end of 2023. Once that is what is closing, that is what we will start with, okay, in 2024. And then the net working capital had also been given as 20,000. So you just find the depreciation, which is 10%. So 10% of what has been given as 150,000, that will give you 15,000, all right? So that's the depreciation for you. And then, so 150,000 minus 15,000 plus 20,000. So when you subtract the 15 from the 20, it's left with just 5. So you just add the 5,000 to what you started with, all right? Then for Alkane, the same approach, you were given the depreciation as 20%, but we didn't just give you the net working capital. It was given in terms of the assets and then the debt. So you subtract the debt from the assets, then it gives you the net working capital. So you were supposed to add to what you got, but you ended up subtracting. That's how come you were short by that. You had the 120,000, but instead of adding the 10,000 from the net working capital, you subtracted it again. That's why you also got yours wrongly answered. And then the third group, you are also having the same amount starting, that's 150,000, but your depreciation was given in terms of quarter. We have 4 quarters. So if every quarter is 10% in depreciation, it means that at the end of the year, you are having 40%. Okay, so you work 40% of the amount. That will give you 60,000. All right, so if you subtract that one from the 150,000, you will get 90,000. And then your net working capital was a negative 15,000. Okay, so once you have 90,000 minus the 15,000, you get 75,000. I hope you are all clear. All right, thank you. The next set of questions. This is 30 seconds. This will require only 30 seconds. Lingas, your statement. A gas company signed a natural gas liquids contract for the supply of 200 MT of LPG per month and 20 MT of condensate per day. Given the negotiated price of 20 Ghana cedi per MT of LPG and 15 Ghana cedis for condensate, how much will the company pay for the supply of both products for the month of June 2023? Yes, Lingas.
$13,000 Ghana cedis.
Correct, 3 points. Alkin, your question. In March 2023, Shama Company Limited received a monthly invoice of 200 MT of condensates. However, they only received a daily supply of 50 MT of LPG. The price marginally decreased from 100 Ghana cedi per MT to 90 Ghana cedis per MT for LPG, but no reduction for condensate. How much will they pay to Ghana Gas at the end of the month? Yes, Alkane.
They'll pay 43950 Ghana cedis.
I'm sorry. So LNG.
154,000 Ghana cedis.
I'm sorry. Yes, Lingas.
61,850 Ghana cedis.
I'm sorry. You get 159,500 Ghana cedis. LNG, your major question. Mpoho Gas Limited estimated to export 60 MMSCF with a heating value of 1,100 BTU per SCF in August 2023. The price in 2022 was 10 Ghana cedi per MMBTU, but marginally increased by 5 Ghana cedi per MMBTU. Given the incremental rate, what is the expected revenue for the month of August 2023? Yes, LNG.
No PD. 330,000 Ghana cedis.
I'm sorry. Yes, Lingas.
990,000 Ghana cedis.
1 point. The next set of questions. So, Lingas, your major question. An energy economist observed that most countries' economies confirm that economic growth and energy consumption has a high negative correlation. Given a base gas demand of 550 mmscfd in 2022, what is the estimated demand per day in 2023 if the economic growth rate is 10%? Yes, Lingas.
Okay. 495 mmscfd.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, Alkane, your question. An energy economist discovered that the short-run relationship between gas capital cost and delivered gas price has a perfect positive correlation. If 50 million Ghana cedi worth of investment leads to a delivered commodity price of 8 Ghana cedi per MMBTU, what will be the commodity price if capital costs increased by 100 million Ghana cedis? Yes, Alkane.
24 Ghana cedis per MMBTU.
24 Ghana cedis per MMBTU.
Correct, 3 points. LNG, your statement. If pump price has a 70% correlation when global prices are increasing and a 10% correlation during decreasing periods, what is the estimated price per gallon during a decreasing price if price per gallon is 70 Ghana cedis? Yes, LNG.
63 Ghana cedis.
Yes, 63 Ghana cedis. The last set of questions for round 4. The time allowed is 30 seconds. Preamble to all schools. Considering the inert species in the stoichiometric relation for complete oxidation of a hydrocarbon fuel CNHM, I'm giving you the relation. So 1 mole of CNHM plus, in brackets, N plus M over 4, bracket close, open another bracket, oxygen plus 0.38 moles nitrogen will give us N moles of carbon dioxide plus M over 2 moles of water plus 3.78 into brackets N plus M over 4 moles of nitrogen. I hope you all get the relation. Listen to the preamble again. Considering the inert species in the stoichiometric relation for complete oxidation of a hydrocarbon fuel, CnHm. So the relation, 1 mole of CnHm plus, into brackets, N plus M over 4, another bracket, oxygen, 1 mole of oxygen plus 3.78 moles of nitrogen will give us the products, N moles of carbon dioxide plus M over 2 moles of water plus 3.78 into bracket N plus M over 4 moles nitrogen. I hope we are all clear now. All right, so your questions. Lingas, calculate how many moles of nitrogen are released after the combustion of methane. Yes, Lingas.
moles. 7.56 moles.
Correct, 3 points. Alkane, your question. Calculate how many moles of oxygen are required for the complete combustion of heptane. Yes, Alkane.
11 moles.
11 moles.
Yes, correct, 3 points. Last question. LNG. How many moles of nitrogen are released after the combustion of propane? Yes, LNG.
Using 3 EG, right?
Yeah. 15.9 moles.
I'm sorry. Yes, Lingas.
18.9 moles.
1 point. This brings us to the end of round 4. Thank you. the scores. LNG has 28 points. A round of applause. Alkane has 31 points. A round of applause. And Lingas has 41 points. A round of applause. So we are moving straight to the final round. But before we do that, Lingas, that is KNUST, we want to make substitution. Frances, thank you very much for being on stage. You have paid your dues to your institution. Thank you. And then we welcome on stage his replacement. Please come on stage. Let's welcome Emmanuel on stage. So Francis is being substituted with Emmanuel Conan. Emmanuel, you are welcome. Indeed, it is going to be hard. The contest is proving hard. Who wins this contest? By the end of this round, we will know. All right, so I begin round 5. Round 5 is made up of riddles. So each riddle, you'll be given 3 clues that should lead you to that riddle. If you are able to answer the question on the first preamble or clue, you are going to get 5 points. If you do so on the second, you get 3 points. On the last clue, you are going to get 2 points. However, in your attempt to give the answer, if you get it wrongly answered, you are going to be deducted some marks. If it's on the first clue, 2 points, any other will be 1. So if you get it wrongly answered, you are out on that particular question, and the others will be able to draw my attention by pressing their bell. Let's check again if our bell is working. Lingas. All right, it's working. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. LNG. The first riddle. Audience, this is supposed to be a very solemn time. If there is any prayer, say it now. One. I am an equipment that is quite unique in a cooling process. I work on the same principle as an axial flow turbine and not for the meek. Yes, LNG.
Turbo expander.
Yes, turbo expander. On the second clue, 3 points. I'll complete the riddle. Relative to my competing technology, I cause a reduction in enthalpy of the gas, leading to a much more efficient cooling. Who am I? And that's the turbo expander. 2, I bind all parties once I'm executed. Yes, LNG.
Letter agreement.
Woo! 5 points. 5. How? 5 points. Wow. I'll finish the statement. I mostly cover notes on contracted volumes, pricing regimes, among others. I provide flexibility for probationary assessment of parties. Who am I? Letter agreements. 3, my original size has been tempered just for the purposes of handling me. Yes, okay.
LNG.
I am sorry. -2. I continue. In remote and isolated areas where pipes can't. Yes, LNG.
SCADA.
I'm sorry. So in remote and isolated areas where pipes can't reach, my technology comes in handy. In the energy transition space, I have the potential to be very important and utilized as an alternative gaseous fuel for mass and public transportation. Who am I? Yes, Lingas.
We have CNG.
Yes, CNG, 2 points. Four, audience, be in a prayer mood. I am a type of fiscal regime in the extractive industry. I compensate the state for the exploitation of its. Yes, LNG.
Surface rentals.
I am sorry. -1. So I compensate the state for the exploitation of its valuable non-renewable resources. I allow the state to receive a percentage of production in cash or kind. Yes,
royalties.
Yes, royalties, 2 points. I'll finish the statement. I allow the state to receive a percentage of production in cash or kind before any other deductions are made. Who am I? That's the royalties. 5, I am a common entity among resource-rich states. I'm usually used as a vehicle to retain the benefit of energy resources for the domestic economy. In Ghana, I operate with funds provided by the PHF, though I sometimes raise capital from investors and equity finance. Who am I?
NOC.
Yes, NOC. 2 points. 2 points. The mic. Technical. Question for the round. The last question for this contest. The last question for semifinals 2023. Listen carefully. Audience, thank you. I am one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. I come after industry, innovation. Yes, okay.
Reduce inequalities.
Yes, reduce inequality. 3 points. 3 points. Let me finish reading. Please. I come after industry, innovation and infrastructure goal, and before sustainable cities and communities. I ensure equal opportunity for all. Who am I? That's reduce inequality, SDG 10. This brings us to the end of the second contest. All right. This has been a contest. This has been a contest. All right, so we've come to the end of the second contest. And here are the scores. Alkane, which is Whole Technical University, ended this contest with 32 points. A round of applause to them. LNG ended the contest with 34 points. A round of applause. And Lingas ended the contest with 47 points. So automatically, Lingas joins Condensate, which is UMAT, for the finals. And RMU makes it to the grand finale of the 2023 edition of the Gas Challenge, just with 1 point, beating Uenr with 1 point. History has been made. RMU, small, has made it to the finals. So the finals will take place on Thursday, 30th of November, this year 2023, at the UPSA Auditorium at exactly 9:30 a.m., where KNUST, UMAT, and RMU will be competing for who wins 2023 edition of the Gas Challenge. I am happy to always be your quiz mistress, Engineer Mrs. Emanuela Kawashni. See you on the 30th.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And this is where we draw the curtains for the semi-final edition of the 2023 Gas Challenge. It has been exciting, it has been momentous, but certainly a decision has been made. And KNUST makes it to the finals, RMU joins them, and they all join University of Mines and Technology. We will all see you on the 30th, Thursday 30th of November 2023 at the UPSA Auditorium. I have been your MC, Harrison Seth Ayim, with... Thank you and have a good evening.
All right, so we have come to the end of contest 2. Semi-final stages is over. We have our finalists for the grand final coming on the 30th of November at the UPSA Auditorium. Kudos to all these guys behind me who actually put in a remarkable performance right here. They have all really done well. It was a keenly contested semi-final, but then there can only be one winner. And congratulations to these guys right here on my left hand. Lean Gas, Kwame Nkrumah, University of Science and Technology. Wow, what a feeling. How are you guys feeling within you right now?
I'm happy. Yeah.
You said you're happy. How do you feel?
I'm excited to go to the finals. We are really excited to qualify to the finals this year.
Now, what would you say actually helped you win this very closely contested contest?
I think at the end of the third round, it was very close. But one thing is that we had a composure. So entering the fourth round, we were able to do some of the calculations, and I think that helped us really a lot.
Now, your last words before we go into the grand finale. What do you have to say to your people watching you from far away in school, from far away back home, and even from the people who came here to support you? What do you have to tell them?
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
All right, so that's it. Brief words from there. Big thank you to all of them who have supported them, and now they are going into the finale. Now let's come to the next team right here, which is that history-making team coming all the way from the Whole Technical University. Yes, the very awesome ladies. Let's just get to talk to them. Hi, ladies. You guys have indeed made history. You just couldn't make the mark by a few points, but I really still respect what you ladies have done here. What do you have to say about the performance and the contest you went through today?
All I have to say is that
we know that where we are right now, it's not by our own will, it is by the will of God. And he's the one who has brought us here today. And we thank him for whatever he has done for us. Maybe today wasn't our day and this year wasn't our year, but hopefully I want to see my school next year in the finals, doing things that we couldn't do this year. Thank you.
Thank you too. Awesome performance. You guys have indeed made history coming into the semi-finals for the second time in this contest. Big ups. I'm sure it's a progression, so probably next time you're going into the grand finals. All the best and a safe journey to you guys. Now, we are now going to talk to the team which placed second, but unfortunately couldn't make the cut for the grand finale. Uenr.
Yes, sir.
Oh, guys, the energy is down. Uenr.
Thank energy. Thank you, Uenr.
Now, you guys, you've done well. I can say you've really done well. But you don't look too happy. What went wrong?
I don't know. We just, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I just don't know what happened. Yeah. I think it's one of those things. You win some, you lose some. You just have to take the loss as a man and you move on with your life. That's all.
All right, so now they say you win some, you lose some, and then, of course, you accept the loss right there. So those are the words from the Uenr team. They are going all the way back to Sunyani, probably to prepare and come in bigger and better in the next year's edition. This is how we wrap up on the semi-final day of the Gas Challenge Season 4 2023 right here. We have our 3 finalists, like I mentioned. We have Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. We have Regional Maritime University, and, of course, University of Mines and Technology, UMAT, going in there. This is how we wrap up. Watch out for the final coming on 30th November at the University of Professional Studies inside Legon right there, where we'll bring you live that grand finale. Don't leave just yet. We'll be back right now with the review show. Of course, let's get to talk to some of the technical heads and the planning heads and the productive heads to get some insight into what has actually gone into the season 4 of this tournament. This is the Gas Challenge. Knowledge is power, gas is power. We'll be right back with our review show. Stick and stay.